What do you think when you hear Fallout? Now, if you're a newer fan, you might think of Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, or the Fallout TV show. If you're an older fan, you might think of Fallout 1, Fallout 2, maybe even Fallout Tactics. But I can almost 100% guarantee you, whether you're an old fan or a new fan, that a lot of you do not think of this game when you hear Fallout.
It's new. It's super.
People say I'm too harsh, too violent.
A girl does what she can to survive.
Let's go kill some ass motherfuckers.
In this topsy-turvy post-apocalyptic world, you can never have enough ammunition.
This is better than sex.
Now, if you haven't guessed, the game we're talking about is Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. This game came out in January of 2004. This was actually the last game developed by Interplay before they gave the rights to Bethesda for Fallout. And it's really sad, you know, that this was Interplay's last hoorah with the franchise, but looking at the game itself, you can kind of understand why. So, without further ado, let's get into Fallout Brotherhood of Steel and why it is the worst Fallout game. So the first thing I did was choose my character. You could choose between the guy, the girl, and of course I chose the ghoul. So starting off, you're introduced to a group of raiders led by generic 2000s female leader. You could tell that Interplay was very passionate. So the first thing the game tells you to do is go around and ask the townspeople about some Brotherhood paladins that have been lost, which is a little odd because you play as ghoul, and as we know, the Brotherhood does not like ghouls, so okay. You could say this is an oversight by Bethesda, but this game isn't canon, and I think there's a good reason why, because it's not good. So the first thing I do is I talk to this girl right here, and you can ask her about the Brotherhood, and she will say that she saw people with armor rolling by, but she didn't pay much attention, so you gotta go around and find another person to ask. So after about 20 minutes of walking around and not knowing what to do, I stumbled into this bar where I can take on these raiders that are fucking doing raider shit. So I think this is a good point to mention the combat system in this game. It is very, very flawed, to say the least. Melee's really the only way to go because combat is basically just pounding the X button till your heart's content. And yes, I know guns are an option as well, but we'll get to that later. So after defeating the raiders, you'll get 20 caps and 200 experience. And then you also get the ability to talk to the bartender known as Armpit. You'll ask him about the soldiers who pass through here, and he'll tell you to go talk to the mayor. I also leveled up to level 2 after this, and each level you get like 2 points, and you get to put it into a certain skill, and I decided to go with the Slayer skill for critical hit damage. I don't know why I went with that, just because I was using melee. That was my mistake there, but yeah, the skill system, very basic, a little different than the older Fallouts, but very, very basic. After about 10 more minutes of wandering around, I ended up finding the mayor, and I asked him about the Brotherhood, and he wants me to go clear out some rad scorpions, and then after that he'll give me the last known location of the Brotherhood. Seems like Interplay really likes clearing out rad scorpions to be one of the first quests you get in a Fallout game. So I went on to their storage warehouse and started clearing out rad scorpions. I shit you not, I spent at least an hour and a half to 2 hours on this quest alone. I died so many fucking times. It was death after death after death. Oh yeah, and also while you're trying to kill all these rat scorpions, you're getting fucking bombarded by 10,000 rats in every fucking corner of the warehouse you go to. So after clearing out those 25 rad scorpions in the storage facility, I thought I was done, so I went back, talked to the mayor. Turns out there is more on other floors of the warehouse. Oh yeah, and you see that quest thing right there? Yeah, they don't tell you that there's multiple floors. So you can see why I thought I was done. So after heading back into the warehouse and going to another part of the warehouse, I had to clear out another 23 from the auxiliary port of the warehouse. And this was probably the worst part of this fucking quest. So this part of the warehouse is where all of my fucking deaths came from. Not only do you have to deal with the rad scorpions, as well as radioactive rad scorpions, you have to deal with the fucking rats, which are just bumped up to 10 from the last part of the warehouse, along with this radioactive sludge everywhere that slowly decreases your health if you accidentally step through it. And I thought you could jump, you know, through the puddles, but like even that half the time doesn't work because of the isometric camera angle. It is just, it's, oh my god, I hate this game. I hate it so much. Alright, now we're on to that part of the video. Let's talk about gun combat. Fucking gun combat. It is the worst combat in any fucking shooter game I've ever played. So what you do here is you got your PS2 controller, you got your left stick to move, you got your right stick to aim, but it's so fucking finicky, you can barely hit a goddamn thing. Just look at what I'm shooting here. It's absolutely terrible. I switched back to melee because it's so fucking bad. Do not use a fucking gun in this game. Just don't fucking play it. I just wanted to highlight real quick the fucking MVP that kept my fucking sanity throughout this quest. It was the spiked baseball bat. God, the best fucking melee weapon so far in this game. I found it, and I was like, oh, thank God. And then I just immediately fucking killed myself. So after clearing out that part of the warehouse, I went up to the last part of the warehouse where all I had was fucking 7 rad scorpions left to kill. And by this point, I was just sick and tired of playing, and I just wanted to get this quest done. So after clearing out, which was honestly the easiest part of the warehouse, I was making my way out to go talk to the mayor and let him know, job well done. But on the way out, I was bombarded by so many fucking rats, and it was just nonstop. They one after the fucking other after the fucking other. I just wanted it to end. I hated this. I hated it so much. But on the way out, I got bombarded by this giant fucking rad scorpion. Now, I know this may look fucking terrifying, and you probably thought with all of my deaths within this fucking facility already, that this boss fight was gonna be fucking awful. Well, let's just let the fucking footage speak for itself. So after killing that giant rad scorpion, I went back out and talked to the mayor, and he let me know that the paladins were last seen heading to this place called the Crater at the edge of town. Now at this point, I was just done with the game, and I didn't want to play anymore. But if you guys want to see more of this game, I might do another video, I might finish it. But final thoughts, this game is not good. The combat system is seriously flawed, especially when it comes to gun combat. Just use melee combat if you are going to play this game. But if you play this game, just, I don't know why. Why do you want to play this game? It's not good. But anyway, this is, in my opinion, the worst Fallout game I've ever played. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, and more videos on the way. Thank you.